Hello, welcome.
Hi.
We are back. It's just the two of us still again because
In the
everyone's
coldest
traveling.
online meeting of the year.
Yeah, it's freezing. It's literally freezing. The first time okay, not the first time, but I was like super happy to have the dog just sitting on my lap this morning because it's like a little hot water bottle. So that was great. That was fantastic.
But like last night. So it's weird. Our house, for the most part now, because I know the statement's going to bite me in the ass, but for the most part now, it really retains heat. So if you have the doors closed and stuff, it's nice and it's toasty inside. And then you
Mm-hmm.
forget that it is the coldest weather ever outside the door. And then you go outside and it's like instant shock. And we went out last night. It hit us. It was freezing cold. And I was like, oh, it feels like my birthday. Because I don't even understand it, but I swear the 27th of May every single year is the single coldest day of the whole year. Every year.
27th. That's in
I
five
was
days'
even,
time.
I was in Croatia one year on my birthday. And it was
Lucky.
blistering hot. Like blistering. And then I woke up the morning of my birthday and random cold front had blown in and it was freezing. And I was like, oh, look at that. The world knew. It found me.
I don't. I'm not gonna say anything because I only have like bad things to say, and I don't want to say bad things about your birthday. So I feel like that's just bad karma. I'm not gonna do that. But welcome everyone. Public meeting number
570. We don't have reach to keep track. Who knows?
570. This is probably
I
the
feel
most.
like we must just say a random number. It's bound to be right at some stage.
I mean, I guess so, probably. It could be. We'll get to 570 eventually, so we can just reorder them like in the future sometime. It'll be fine. Like, no problem there. But welcome to the meeting. Thanks for joining us. As always, in the beginning, we do all the terribly exciting things where we advertise all our platforms and what we do. And if you're new, hi. And if you're old, sorry.
I love that. That made my day.
Okay, you start.
Okay, guys, if you haven't already, you should 100% head on over to shop.nag.co.za and pick up these magazines because these are practically the old magazine now. These are on the cusp. Oh, my dad is phoning me. Oh no.
Of course he
Oh
is.
no. Oh no. Okay.
Just
I'm hanging
answer
up.
it.
No, I've hung up. Okay. You know he's going to embarrass me if I answer and say we're on the podcast. It's going to be the worst. Anyway, these are almost for old magazine already. So you need to get this before you're 2 magazines behind. So
And we have
shop.nag.co.za.
very limited stock left, guys.
Yeah.
This cover sold super quickly, so if you haven't picked it up yet, please head on over shop.nag.co.za, grab it. I think we're on Takealot now as well, so if you are shopping on Takealot and you want to add a little nice thing to your order, you can pop it in there and then helps with delivery. So there's that. Go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can always catch us on all our social medias. We're on Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, Threads, Ayoba. If you have Ayoba, we're on the Ayoba app and the Game Explorers. And what else do we have? I feel like there's another social media. If I've forgotten it, we're on there anyway. Or you can check us out at www.nag.co.za. Someone is
Sorry.
calling the podcast. What's going on?
No, if it's my dad, that's going to be the
Oh,
worst.
okay. I have to let him in. Okay,
Oh,
it's
it's
not.
Lane. It's your dad.
Okay.
But it
Okay,
was still a
fine.
dad, you
It
see.
was still a dad. Let me finish off before he just.
My. Just thank
I
God.
muted myself. What an awkward moment there. If you guys want to catch our newsletter, you can find the form on the website, and we send a newsletter out every Friday morning. And
I'm back. I never
that's
went
that.
anywhere.
Yes. Welcome, everyone, to the chaos that is Tyron, Big Mac. How's it, guys? How are you guys doing?
Hello.
Hi, Len.
Can I just say for the 10th time in a couple of days how awesome your hair looks, Ariel?
Oh, thank you.
If I had hair, I'd make sure it looked like that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So I only dial in when I've got things to share.
Okay, what spoilers are you going to drop today? I'm so excited.
Oh, and a fourth. Live from Taiwan.
I'm going to pause because the man has joined live from Taiwan.
So guys, just
Hello.
a disclaimer. I hope I joined as a guest and not as the admin and potentially disconnect the phone the show again.
Do you have
What's happening,
good South
guys?
African beer there?
Oh, we got good
Wow,
Taiwanese beer here. I don't know if I
Don't
should take you
ask
guys
us
into this.
what's
A bit of a
happening. You have to tell us what's happening. You have the interesting things.
Yeah, we have no idea
guys,
what's going on.
also, what do you guys want to know? So Computex has been great.
Tell us the best thing you've seen so
Oh,
far.
is that you're not happy with it? Guys, Computex is so incredibly overwhelming. Cody, you are very well familiar with that from last year, right? I can imagine adding an extra floor to that, and a lot of the gaming stuff is now spread out over those 2 or 3 halls. So yeah, it's a bit of rushing around. But let me tell you, it is one of the most incredible experiences. Yeah, I've got no complaints about the show itself. It's overwhelming. It's overload. I'm going to take the safe out and say watch the daily updates on NAG.co.za. But guys, let me tell you, there's an incredible amount of AI happening. And you might actually wonder, okay, AI is a good hype word, but what does it actually mean when it comes to gaming and technology? And I did in the video that I've shot today, that Cody's busy with now, I did a very nice explainer about what it means to have AI in technology and what it means for industry or home use and how it means in practical terms, what the benefit of that technology is. So yeah, exciting stuff, exciting times. Other than that, computer cases, computer modding, overclocking, gadgets, galore, robotics, automated robots. There's a lot of that here. I just want one of those little puppy dog robots to walk with me everywhere, and I'll be happy. So
Sounds amazing.
I'm sure you guys are all curious. Okay, so let me show you where I am. So this year's party is happening at a hotel. Can you guys see
Oh,
that?
you're at a party.
If I drop the phone, it's going to be a very long way down. Anyway, so it's a bit noisy in here. I'm just going to walk in. I also don't want to show all the debauchery because this is an after party. But what's quite nice about these MSI events is, and Cody, you would know this. What?
It sounded wild. It is like you took us into a club.
Is it still now? I'm not even inside the venue.
That was crazy.
So what I'm going to show you
Quiet
first, behind me.
loud.
Okay, just say if it's too loud. When I'm going to go into that space over there. That's where the games are happening. You can win some really cool swag. You guys see my nice new hat. Check that thing out.
Yeah, the swag is so much nicer.
So let me
year.
go show
I
you guys
remember
what
we won all the games last year, and we picked up those cool calendars and things. So that hat looks sick.
Yeah, look, MSI's got the best swag. I'm just going to flip my camera. How do I do it from here? Let's just check. I don't think I have flippy mode. Okay, can you guys see? So what they've got over there is that with your reflexes, we have to catch the falling sticks over there. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Did I hear you have to catch falling sticks and balls?
Sticks and just the pebbles. What do you better do? Oh, he's done now. So you can do that and win some prizes. And then it's like a little racing car game, which is pretty cool. You have to pull back the card, hit the right marker on the table.
Oh, nice. That's cute.
So you have to get it kind of the car to stop, not over there. You have to get the car to stop over there, right on that little section. And of course, being the awesome person that I am, I won all the prizes. So what do you guys want? I'll bring some back to you.
I need a hat.
Okay, I'm going to take you into the hall now. I'm not going to show you much of it because it's late and I don't want to embarrass anybody. But if you ever wondered what a brand event wrap-up party looks like, a lot of food, a lot of people, a lot of competitions, a lot of on-stage shenanigans with flipping water bottles or singing or whatever it is, all in the name of fun and wrapping up competitions. So check this out. Sneak peek, guys, sneak peek.
Ooh.
Can you see? Can you see? You want to see more?
Yeah.
No, I think we're safe here, guys.
That's good.
Len, you seem like you stunned almost.
I'd love to be there.
I invited you every year, Len. Next year, need to come.
100%, yeah. Hey,
So,
well,
I
thanks
don't
for
know what else
letting
I
us. Yeah, thanks for letting us see some of that, man, and great
That is
content.
I'm gonna be very cheeky now. This is-
goodbye. I have news.
Okay, guys. This is all of the South Africans. They're gonna hate you for doing this. We're live on a podcast, guys. It's a podcast, guys. So behave.
Yay.
There's the South African contingent, guys. Everybody, there's BD Tech. There's Alani. Wow, nicely done, guys. But Phil over there. Okay, I hope he's not talking. He's not going to tell me anything secret. Just give me one sec.
Oh, secrets.
Yeah, off another part. Let's look up a podcast. Sorry. Okay, so inside, you probably heard all of that. I'm bringing it into the belly of the beast here. It's probably not a good thing, guys. A lot of things happen here that we shouldn't talk about public forum.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just talking about it.
But it's nice for everyone just to get a taste of what happens. Just a little taste.
It's a really nice. I mean, I make a lot of jokes about it, but these type of events is amazing to really relax and network with people in the industry. Meeting the other. This is the MSI party, so meeting the MSI people from around the world, and a lot of journalists from other countries as well. But it's also great to hang out with local South Africans because we don't do that in South Africa, right? We're kind of always busy doing our own thing.
Yeah.
So it's nice to kind of just take your head down. That's what I have, you know.
It's very cool, though.
Reach, thanks again for letting us see some of that, man. It's really cool. I'm gonna let you get on with your party. So how's it to?
I'm in the way of a photograph. Sorry, I was just kicked out of where I was standing. I had to take a photograph.
Send our
Sorry,
best
Lenny, you
to.
saying?
No, I'm saying say how's it to all the MSI guys from all the NAG guys, and can't wait for you to come back next week with all the special presents that you're bringing home with you.
Yeah, look, I still need to get those presents. I got some swag. Cool, guys. I got the coolest. I'm gonna try and get some more tomorrow. But the coolest NVIDIA pins. You know, like a lapel pin. It's just one of those things that you don't get every day. You know.
Can I ask you?
For you guys, definitely.
Reach, can I ask you to bring something really special along that we can give away during next week's podcast when you're back in South Africa, and we'll give it away live on air. So something cool to one lucky listener, viewer during next week's podcast.
Oh yes, now you're putting a challenge out to me. Let me see what I can get. It'll be a combination of something I buy and some swag.
Let's do the something stolen, something bought. So you got to take something from Michiel or one of the MSI
Steal the
guys.
Doom card.
Ooh,
I'm going to
yes.
steal some Catherine from the table here. Is that good enough? Fork and knife.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's
All
a cool
right,
idea. Let me see what I can get together. Definitely, we're going to put together a cool little swag / stolen. So if I don't arrive in South Africa on Saturday, you know what happens.
100%. All right, bro. See you guys. See you later,
Guys,
man.
Thank you so much. So nice to see you guys. I can't wait to be back in the office next week. And thank you guys.
Bye. Cheers.
I'm going to try and leave this without killing the call. Okay.
Yeah. let's hope. Let's hope.
What?
Good luck. 1, 2, 3. Cheers, guys. Hey? Say again?
I can do that. There we go. Then he doesn't
Are we
have to
still live?
leave.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, that was
There,
noisy.
We're safe. Well,
The
that was
best
noisy.
comment that came through was Big Mac Daddy that said, "Ma, ek kan nie nou pos nie, ek speel games." Energy is what that video had, and I agree.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings with to give away next week.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be very exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you get from all the stands. Obviously, Taiwan has some shops that we don't have, so whatever he can pick up will be very cool. Yeah, and we'll give it away to someone live on stream next week. So exciting.
So I've got 2 things to share with you, but you then said, Ariel, you've got something you want to say first.
No,
She
did not say that.
She did not say that. I said it in my head.
Do you
Why
want
did I
to
say
see
that?
something cool first?
Yes, go for it.
I already showed it to Cody, but I'll show you too because we spoke about it last week. But we built it.
Look how massive that is.
Wow. Jeez, that's huge. But hang on, didn't you say you're going to have that as a centerpiece on your dining table?
Yes, that's where I am right now.
That's where she is.
Have you noticed my background is different?
That's her dining room decor. Can't you tell?
Yes.
Where else would you eat?
I'm also at my dining room. This is my dining room decor.
Okay, what
So-
was your news, Len?
I'm wearing my racing socks.
Oh, racing sock
Oh.
update. Wow, I
Yes.
forgot
Are
about that.
those
Actually.
the ones you bought or the ones you took from Jump?
No. These are the Sparko, very cheap.
Okay.
Don't tell my wife how much it costs socks.
Okay.
Yes, the bound socks are work in progress, but next week I'll let you know what the differences are between the two. So, yes, I'll give you a report back. So that's the first thing. So the socks are on. The second is, do you see what's behind me?
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee PC with the full ATX motherboard is up and running.
Oof.
And it is
That's
Sing-
nice.
sexy. It is.
Well,
super
you have
sexy.
to update everyone because they won't know the whole story. But
Right.
that case is a mini ATX case.
Maybe that
which
will
essentially
does it show better like that. Yeah.
means it fits a small motherboard like this.
Yes. So it's made for mini ATX, and I had my ATX motherboard out because it was faulty, and I thought, I wonder if it'll fit in there, and because it's faulty, and so I didn't manhandle it. I just tried very gently to see if it would fit, and I saw it. It does.
That's
I need
what
to make
he said.
what? What's that?
Go on.
So, is that Cody's face? So, anyway, oh my God, where are your? No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Just go on.
Anyway, so Cody is our resident 3D printer magician. So had a chat with him, and he was like, "Yeah, cool. Let's 3D print an ATX to
Mini
ATX
ATX.
backboard." Yes. Sorry, an ATX board, holder of sorts. What do you even call it? ATX backboard.
Converter, backplate.
Yeah, we were looking for a way to convert ATX to mini ATX, but didn't find that. But what we did do is we printed a wall mount for an ATX board, and then I got that screwed in place here. I had to make a little bit of adjustments here and there, but anyway, so that is allowed us to wall mount the full ATX board onto the mount which is on the backboard. And yeah, and then from there I just had to try and fiddle with the graphic card, because the graphic card is now in a slightly different position to where the power supply is, because on this board or this chassis, the power supply is shifted slightly to your left, your right, and so that the graphic card sits past that if you have a large graphic card. But because the ATX PCI slot for the graphic card sits also more that way, I either must have a smaller power supply or have the power supply change angle, or so that had to be fiddled with. And then eventually decided to put the Intel Arc A750 graphic card in there, which is a very capable graphic card. The 4070 unfortunately does not fit in there, so that is a drawback, unless I find a flatter, slimmer power supply of sorts. So that might be.
At
So
this
the
point,
4070
would it not
does
have been
fit.
easier to just get a different box? I'm
What?
just
No.
throwing it out there.
Why would we
No,
do that?
wow, yes.
Why would we
At some
simplify
point-
things?
At
You
some
console
point,
players.
you've struggled so much, and then you're just like, it's not gonna
I've
work.
had so much fun, is what you should be looking
Yeah,
at. Not
this is
struggle.
half the joy of PC building.
Yeah. And look how awesome this thing is.
It is awesome.
It looks off, to be honest.
It is off. It's not powered up. I just finished.
Didn't you hear all of the issues, Cody? Start
just-
from the
no.
beginning, Len.
I just finished setting it up. There was no issues. There was some drilling and some metal bending and some metal cutting, but I mean it looks gorgeous. And yes, I can't have my 4070 in there. Well, I can, but I can't.
But
I've
does
got
it
an
turn
A750.
on?
Yes.
Like,
We don't know. Prove
we
it.
can't. We don't believe you.
Not after
How-
that long tail you just told us.
No, I had it on the test bench set up, and I thought, okay, cool, I've got to show you. So I just brought it here.
Uh-huh.
So it's there's no power connected to it now, because I just wanted to show you that it's here, it's finished. But it boots up. I
How
just
many
finished
hours did
installing
it take you?
3.
weeks. Yeah, it took a long time. It was the
Monet
longest
wants to
part.
know, does it run Crisis?
I've just installed Windows. Just give me a sec. It's going to run this racing
It
sim.
doesn't even turn on, Monet. We don't.
It does turn
there's-
on.
Big
there's
Mac Daddy says,
no
make
evidence.
it run Crisis.
Cheers, McDaddy.
Anyway, I'm glad you had 2 pieces of news, because the only thing I'm doing is under embargo, so I'm not even allowed to tell anybody anything, except that I can tell you that I am doing something that I'm not allowed to tell you about. That's as much information as I can give you.
Is that the thing I know about or don't know about?
It's the thing that I signed my soul away for, so you don't dare say a word, Cody.
Yeah, that's why I'm not saying anything, because I'm a good colleague. Technically, it's
Can I
your
just
blood on
say-
the line.
Yeah, can I just say, usually NDAs come in and they're like, here's your NDA, don't break it. Oh no, it arrived like my frickin' home loan papers, like 72 pages of contract, initial here, signed here, initial here, signed here. It was wild.
Was it even tougher to sign that versus your home?
Yes, for sure.
Congratulations again for being a homeowner. Ariel is a homeowner, guys.
Almost.
Oh, yeah,
almost.
text.
No,
Almost.
that's how. No, but you signed
Because
it like
no. Yes, I signed it forever, and now it's been lodged at the deeds
I
office.
built my
and then it
PC
goes
faster
through
than what it took
4
you to get
levels
into a
of
home.
examiners, apparently, that check that everything is right, and then they only tell you, yes, it's done, or no, you guys have to submit more papers.
I'd rather
It's the
build a,
deeds office
I'd rather build
registration
a
process.
PC.
I feel like mine went very quickly. I didn't have 4 levels. I had 1 level of
No,
examination.
there's 4 examiners. Examiner level 1, 2, 3, and 4. And each examiner takes 2 days on average.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Ariel.
Okay.
Why didn't you vote for my very awesome retro $50 game?
Huh? What?
What?
What nonsense is this?
Remember a couple of weeks ago, we had a challenge to see who could have the best $50 game.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And you didn't vote for my retro wave game. Why not? And then you even ripped me off for playing retro wave
I'm
on my
sorry.
racing simulator
Where
with
is
a keyboard
this
and
coming
mouse.
from?
And
Where is this hate coming from? This is like 3 months ago drama. Where is this coming from? Have you been harboring this
you
for
ripping
the last,
off you ripping my PC build off made me think of all the things that you've done wrong. And that's the first thing that came
Wow.
to mind.
It's like
Wow,
the
that's-
scorned wife. Like you get into
grudge.
one argument and then she's like, hang on, I remember 42 years ago on Sunday, you did this thing. That's what just happened to me.
You-
Exactly.
So you're not even going to answer it though. That's horrible.
I voted for your son's game, so does that not technically count as your game?
Like, no. Like, how's it even logical?
How is it logical that you're holding this like ridiculous grudge? You didn't vote for my game.
I didn't
Which game
vote
did
for
you
any.
vote
I did.
for?
Oliver and I were in a
Oh,
meeting.
oh. No,
Oliver-
come, let's talk.
We missed the podcast because we were in a meeting, doing important NAG meeting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Not talking about
sure you
some
were.
cuck horror game.
It's not even. I mean, it's not scary. It's a little bit. Is it scary? I can't.
No,
even, it's
not really.
Scary.
It's
No.
suspenseful.
No,
I
it's
love how
something
Cody's
that-
like, yeah, it's not scary, and then I put it on for Cody, and he's like, I'll never sleep again.
No, I must say, I did have a bit of a laugh when you pictured me reviewing that game in my simulator. I actually didn't. I said,
How do you remember all of this happening? Did you go back before this episode and watch that episode
Yeah.
podcast so it's all so fresh for you?
no, you ripping me off for spending 400 hours building this thing made me think of that. You're
I
not
wasn't
often.
ripping you off. It's super cool. I just think at a point where
I
you're
don't
like,
believe that it
I
even
need to
works."
get a drill, okay?
Yes.
The brainwave should be, maybe I should just go for another box.
That's not the
Just
PC
gonna
build
sip my
away.
beer. Sip my beer. I'll keep
You
quiet.
just
I feel
screw
very
screws and
attacked.
drill holes.
I feel very attacked. This is like how Cody jumped down my throat yesterday about my casual reading and one little board game that Larry bought.
I didn't jump down your throat, and you've read 210 books or something stupid.
22.
22 books in what? 3 weeks?
How do you even remember what book number 2 was, let alone what was in
Yes.
it?
Yes.
We
See?
don't believe
Everything
you.
is cataloged. It is on Goodreads. There's reviews for all of it. Larry is forced to listen to it in absolute details. I basically retell it to him.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
How do you read that many books that quickly? Not just that many books, that's fine. But in 3 weeks, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's impressive. Or a lie.
No, I just focus and I read, and then I get shouted at because I don't want to talk to people or know they exist or do anything. I'm like, leave me alone, I'm reading my book. Much like how I was reading my book, where now that we have bones to pick, right? I am lying, reading my book. Uber focusing on my book. I've already basically told Larry that he needs to move and find somewhere else to live because his breathing is interfering with me reading my book. So I'm lying, I'm reading my book, I'm in the zone. All of a sudden, my phone starts going off. I'm like, who could be disturbing my peace? Pick
Don't
up
tell me
my
it was
phone
me.
and it's Lane. Okay. Wait. Lane sends me this message. When you dropped X off, were they happy? Question mark. So I'm like, yes, they were. Why? Crickets! I'm like, question mark? Crickets!
Yeah, but just
I'm like, 15 question marks? Crickets!
But just give context to it. I asked Ariel. Ariel needed something at her place, so I thought, okay, cool. I'll send something that I'm sending off to a client who's close to Ariel's home. Send it over to her in the same courier package. It's there. It saves me a trip all the way through to Centurion. Cool, let's do it. So as she gets it, I'm like, hey, listen.
But things he will do to avoid
on-
coming to Centurion.
Yes.
Okay.
True story. Anyway, so not that the people are not great. People are great. The area is not, but the people are great. No, I'm joking. No, it was just time-wise, man. Don't get me into poop here.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, can you drop that off when you have a gap during the following week, which she did, which was Monday or Tuesday, whatever the case may be. And then she dropped it off, but I didn't hear anything. So it was just a,
That's not true. That's not
No.
true. That is not true.
No,
That
not from,
is
hang on,
not
not
true.
from you. No, not from you.
Oh.
I didn't hear anything from the client. So
Ready to attack, eh? Oh.
she's got a
Yeah.
so, all because of a podcast. Anyway, so I'm like, hey, what did they say? You know, when you dropped it off. So that's the back end story to it. And then when I sent that message, I got distracted by whatever, my dogs, I forget what it was. I think it was my dogs. I got distracted.
Always the dogs.
And it wasn't, yes, it doesn't take a lot to distract me. So I got distracted. And then, I don't know how long it was. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, how long was it?
What? It was like an hour and a half. What are you like? 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It was substantial.
Okay. Yes. And then I realized, oh my God, I didn't answer her question. What, you know, she's like, why? You know, is there a problem kind of vibe? Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe I just gave it to the wrong people. Like, they seemed grateful to receive it, but I mean, it could be a wrong person. They just like, oh, look, this girl is giving us free stuff. Okay, yay, we're happy.
Did nobody
Why
say,
is-
like, that's not how you spell my name?
Mm-mm.
Why is Big Mac saying the objection?
He's
He just
objecting
wants
to this whole
he wants to
argument.
be involved.
Yeah.
He just likes to be heard.
Oh, we love him. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with my surprises. I love
He
you
says
guys.
time is subjective.
But anyway, so we can call this, we can say
Um,
goodbye. I am going to be at the office tomorrow and we can pick up this argument in person, face to face.
There's no argument.
Not hiding through the screen. We
I'm
can
never
pick it
gonna-
up in person tomorrow
I don't
morning.
want- I'm going to have a white flag at the door.
What time?
And Cody,
Just so I
I'm
can
dropping
record
off
it.
something on your desk for you. So if you get to your desk and it isn't there, it's because it went missing.
Is it your
Okay.
cookies that your mom baked last month? December time?
No,
Or whenever?
it's a board
Oh.
game for Cody, so you can stop judging me for getting board games. I'm basically paying him off now.
likes buying friends.
I accept. I'm easily bribed. It's no problem.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Cool. After all that drama and a very loud and exciting time in Taiwan, we're going to wrap up today's public meeting. So, if you guys are only joining in now, or if you've already forgotten, next week we're going to be giving away some cool stuff that Reach obtains from Taiwan and brings over to South Africa. So, if you want some never to be seen locally stuff, maybe some cool swag, pop into our podcast next week. Otherwise, as we said in the beginning, you can always catch us on our social medias. You can catch the Computex recaps every day on our YouTube page. And if you haven't seen those, go and check them out. They're nice and short, not too long. Watch them while you're having a poo, no problem. And have a good time with that.
Oh, can I say that we sold out of this issue?
Oh, are we? I was hard punting it in the beginning.
We literally said you gotta be quick because we need to.
Okay, let me show it to people
we're
so they
so
can see
close.
it for the last time. You missed out on this one. And this one.
Sold
she's got
out.
two. She's got two. We can steal one. Maybe that's what we give away next week.
These are hard used copies. These are the copies that I keep going to every time I'm like, okay, but how did we do that? These are the reference copies.
Yeah,
those
so
are good copies.
I think we got 15 or something like that left, but yeah, I'd
You
like us
can't
to
say
have
we're
some.
sold out and then you
No,
there's
they're not gonna
15
left.
We're not gonna
Okay.
sell those. That's our stock. So we sold out.
Okay. I'll
might
speak
sell
to you
one
after
more.
this
I don't know.
meeting.
We'll see.
I'll speak to you after this meeting.
Is
Me
there
too.
another order?
There's a couple more orders, yeah.
Oh my God.
Surprise!
Okay.
But anyway, those of you who did want that, if you didn't get it yet, just hang on. Another one is basically here already. Just before the meeting, me and Cody were saying, it feels like every week is deadline week. And we're like, okay, another magazine.
We're this close. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
We'll announce, guess we'll announce pre-orders and everything soon though, because we're sold out of this one. So yeah, be excited for that. Cool.
And then, Lane, me and Cody were floating the idea that going forward, every time we bring out a magazine, we get 2 weeks off afterwards to just bask in the fact that we finished a magazine. Look, you like it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what I think. What we should do is say goodbye. Bye.
All right, so that's a no, but yeah, cool. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend.
Bye.